What's going on, guys? It's Seth, and I'm back with Phantasy Star 0, which is different from Phantasy Star Online, even though if you abbreviate them they sort of look similar if you don't do PSZ. But this was a game for the Nintendo DS, if you couldn't tell by the dual screens. I wanted to play this, but I kind of held off because well, the textures of the Nintendo DS and the screen resolution was just really bad. But through a little bit of Google Foo, I found a way to, I mean, I didn't find a way, I just downloaded something that helped me achieve this. But it pretty much brings out the higher res textures of the game. So basically, I mean, it's a lot like Phantasy Star Online. It's really got the same basic gameplay, but there's a little more story to it, I think, as far as I could tell from what I had played on the actual DS. I never played through the whole game, so this is probably going to be something that I actually do try to get through. Which, I guess I try to get through everything I do play, but, you know, that goes where it goes. But you'll have to see the difference between, I guess, the actual thing, like the actual resolution, and what we've got here. There's a little slowdown. My computer's not as powerful as it should be, or could be, to play this. Normally I'd go with a human, but I think we're going to go with a cast, except to hit back. The buttons are backwards, and I'm going to go with a Hue cast. So that's the Hunter robot. That mag looks a little messed up. I am going to go with one that I made earlier. We'll keep that. Voice. I don't remember what I had. Not that one. Nope. I think I'll go with that. He sounds cool. We'll go with that for the mag. And, we'll actually name this guy Mega Hub, like I plan to do in Blue Burst. Mega Hub, and we'll make it EXE just because, you know, that's what it was. That's what it is. Here comes the story, y'all.
Once there was prosperity. 3 tribes thrived of old and gave birth to divinity. Then there was war. The rift between God and mortal cut through the tribes like a blade. Then there was desolation. A vast emptiness and nothing more. 2 centuries went by. People survived and pushed back against the edge of oblivion. Until today. In the middle of a bright sky, a shadow covered the moon, and the Forgotten Ones swooped down from the heavens.
Guess I'm wasting my time. And I thought I finally had someone to talk to.
Okay. So I figured I would shut up for that whole thing. I can't really tell how bad it sounds or not, but to me, when I was testing it out earlier, the audio was kinda diarrhea-ish. It was a little garbly, but it's okay. Okay enough for me, anyways. So, if it's a problem, I'm sorry. But I can't really do anything about it until probably I get a better computer that doesn't lag when I try to play emulated games. But to be honest, it's kind of a newer emulator? I don't know. Whatever. And one thing that I'll point out now that I could have probably pointed out earlier, the M's in this game look like really weird N's, and that always bothered me. Like they couldn't pick a better font when they were localizing it. That's what they chose. Anyways. Hear me? Hey, can you hear me? No, I cannot hear you. Well, maybe I can. Can you hear my voice? Nah, I can hear it. Ah. Sorry, I didn't... Derp-a-derp. That's great, though. I'm so glad. I was really worried when I found you lying in the snow here. Not that cold bothers Cass much, right? You don't seem hurt, which is good, but that doesn't explain why you're here. Unless I totally just woke you up from the middle of a nap, did I? Oh, I did, didn't I? I wasn't taking a nap. That is probably not my voice. I don't know, you're not just saying that, it's lonely up here, and then I saw you there. Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. My name's... I'm gonna go with Sarisa. I've heard some people say Sarisa, Sarisa. I'm going with Sarisa. Probably Sarisa? Sarisa? I don't know. Sarisa sounds good to me. Anyways, what's your name? MegaHubEXE. I know you're just waking up still, but do you think you can walk? Saw some lights not too far off from here. I think it's a city. There's loads I want to ask you about, but this isn't exactly the coziest spot. Yeah, I mean, there's probably shady creatures out here. Here, follow me. I know more or less which way we're headed. Let's do it. Let's get out of here. So we're at the city. And if you couldn't tell the difference between this and the original, I will show you in a moment. Everybody's so full of life, I wonder if all the surface cities are like this. Or, sorry, MegaHubEXE, I'm just a little surprised is all. I might shorten that to Hub. At least, in my head. In any case, we should be safe here so we can get back to that conversation now. It's good, I'm about to burst from holding in all these questions. You must have a few yourself, huh? If you're awake enough, ask away. I'll answer anything as best as here. Who are you? Because I know of the city. You're probably still groggy when I mentioned it before, but I'm sorry you say you got it this time? That's not what I meant. Do you not remember? Maybe they said it was true. I can't remember. Just from talking to you, I heard that none of the cast who wake up from stasis have any memory of the past. Maybe bringing you to the city was a mistake then. Maybe some kind of clue to your past up there on that mountain. You gotta be curious about your own past, right? A little bit. Whatever drives the story forward. It takes more than just chance to run into somebody like this. Our meeting's gotta have some meaning. It just starts a great adventure, doesn't it? I love stories like that. Anyway, it's just a feeling, but there's no harm in having faith, right? For now, let's walk around and learn what we can about this place. If we're lucky, maybe we'll find a shortcut back to the mountain, or an easy way to get your memories back. Alright, so here's the city. I used to never be able to tell that there was this much detail in this place. But, let me just switch it back to the, pretty much original resolution and rendering. Do you see this? Do you see this? And then you just kind of smush it down onto a screen. Like this is the game right here. And it's funny because it would definitely play better like this, but I can't handle it. I just can't. I'm spoiled. But there's let's see here. ×2, which actually looks a lot better. I might stick with ×2 at some point until I can handle ×3 better. But ×3 looks good. It's pretty smooth. ×4 though is the smoothest. Actually, it doesn't seem to be running that bad either. I might leave it at ×4 for right now and see how that goes. Let's see what we got. The books all said there were no structures this size left standing. Oh, sorry, I kind of spaced out there for a second. Judging from the size of this place, the city may have an active teleporter. We might just be in luck. What's got the two of you standing around, slack-jawed? Do you have business with the Hunters Guild? Not exactly. We have business with a mountain. What's that supposed to... Oh, you guys are the rescue team that called in a minute ago. Yeah, it's good to hear. We need to get you up that mountain ASAP. Come again? Saying it's a top priority mission. Scoot over to the quest counter and tell the lady there you're taking the quest and then head for the teleporter. We're in a hurry here, so you can worry about the paperwork after you get back. Thanks, guys. Zip. What do you think? Sounds like something's up. You seem pretty tense. I've got a feeling about this, and it's not a very good one. We'll just take care of this job while we look for clues for you. That way everybody wins, right? Feel kind of bad, but it is a free ticket, and I say we take it. Yeah, let's do it. Seems a little shady, but I wouldn't feel right leaving you or these people hanging. Let's go to the counter. I've done this quite a few times, just testing the game out. So you talk to this lady here. Take a quest. Normal. Memories opened. An SOS has been received from hunters in the Rio Snowfield. Go at once. So we're going to go to the Snowfield. We'll not retire from the quest. Now, ×4 doesn't actually seem to be running too bad. And if I can get it to the way I want it, I'll be able to add a slight motion blur to the game. And it might actually look a little bit smoother, which would be damn amazing, honestly. So we make it to the Rio Snowfield. We gonna do this. And if I don't read everything, I'm sorry. I'm a little tired. I probably should have went to sleep a while ago. But I mean, it's all there. You can pause it if you want to read it. But I'll read the important stuff. I have to say, I was kind of dreading the idea of hiking back up on foot. You gotta love teleporters, huh? It's not quite a spot where I found you, but I suppose beggars can't be choosers. This is no time to be complaining. That man said someone up here needed rescuing. We better go find them. If before that, I should ask, do you remember how to fight? I remember. If you've seen any PSO videos or even videos of this, you know how to do it. Metal memory, machinery memory. Let's do it. So look, like, okay. I'm just gonna do one more comparison here. This is the original. Like, you can't even see details. Like, look at my sword. Or her weapon. And then compare it to this. It's like a completely different thing almost. Like, this is the future of gaming right here. The future.